I come to realize that this is not my vision. I'm happy with that. I got myself into the problem. I so suffer with whatever I try to do that is outer work. I organize Vesak celebration more effectively under the power of most venerable Prapama Pandit. 13 years altogether I try to organize Vesak celebration. There are 5,000 people around the world come to join Vesak celebration. They're all so happy. They're happy. To me, unhappy. They're happy. I'm suffer because of my health, diabetes, and health disease, heart disease. Then I come back to ask myself, what is the real meaning of my life? That is the time to me to think I would like to disrobe. I come back to my mother. The thing I used to talk to my mother. 30 years ago. Now I became a monk and novice altogether 40 years already. But for 30 years ago, the question come to my mind. I used to talk to my mother. She have to give me permission to disrobe. I suffer. I'm monk. You might think that why monk still suffer? Because many times when we try to work hard, many people are happy. Many times we are unhappy. We lose concentration many times. Of course, monk can lose concentration. Kilesa can come through monk mind. Don't think that you are monk. Kilesa cannot disturb you. I'm none. Kilesa cannot disturb my mind. No, it is not true. To me as well, I start thinking to disrobe. I go back to meet my mother and my master. Talk to both of them. One question they asked me. Today, you understand the real Buddha teaching or not? Today, you try hard to understand the real Buddha teaching or not? You are monk, but your mind is not monk. Master told me like that. You are monk, your robe like a monk, but your mind is not monk. That word, I think a lot about that word that my master tried to talk to me. You are monk, but your mind is not monk. You understand the real Buddha teaching already? Or no? That's why 7 years ago, that question changed my life. I made a decision to talk to most venerable Prapama Pandit, former rector, who are my teacher and my boss at the same time. Most Venerable Sir, I would like to go to practice meditation. Oh, no, don't do like that. No. Please forgive me. Please allow me. So how long you would like to go? I would like to go to practice just 1 year. Oh, no, can't do that because you have to organize Vesak celebration. Okay, 3 days, 3 months? No, not 3 months. At first should be just 15 days. Oh, 45 days. First time just 45 days first. Then, please tell me again. First time should be 45 days. That is the time to me to leave from my job. Okay, 45 days. There's no problem. Then I have to let our university to give me permission to go to Myanmar to practice meditation with Sayadaw Patanta Virosana. I leave everything behind me. Why Myanmar? Because if I practice meditation in Thailand with Luang Po Thong or with some master in Thailand, my student, my disciple can go to meet me easily if they know where I practice. I leave everything behind me, then go to practice. That is the time to understand why. My master told me when I was a child, when I was a novice, 12 years or 13 years at that time. My master told me that, novice or young monk, they don't like to practice meditation anymore. I asked him, why you said like that? Because novice or young monk, they no have suffering. They never suffer anymore. The Buddha said that I teach suffering and the way to live from suffering. Samanera or novice, young monk like maybe like you. Young monk, young Samanera, why, like me in the past, why I never pay attention anymore? Because I never suffer. If you never got yourself into the problem until you're so suffer, strong suffer, why I have to practice? Why I have to find a way? Why I have to ask what is happiness? If you never suffer, you never ask what is true happiness. Young monk, novice, they never suffer. To me, I so suffer because of my health, because of my work. Then when I try to practice meditation, I try to ask myself all the time, why my life will be like this? What is the real happiness? What is true happiness? Then we pay attention to practice meditation. and you all who being here as well. Samsara, for those who never suffer, is very long. Samsara, for those who suffer, is very short. See the Buddha, because he suffered. That's why he asked himself many times, what is the true happiness? The Buddha, when he was Siddhartha Bodhisattva, he had everything, but one thing he never had is true happiness. What is true happiness? Vibhava tanha. He suffer. To me as well, I'm suffer. My robe like a monk, my mind is not monk. My mind is a monkey. Then I come to realize, when we practice meditation at Muitau Kammatthana, we take more time before this. We try best, we take a long time. We go to bed just 3 hours. No time to talk together. Everything concentrate all the time, pay attention to me because I suffer. That's why I try best to find true happiness inside my mind. This is the reason why. Whenever I know that we have to come to practice meditation with you, that is the time for my life. That's why I have to thank you all who give me a chance to be here with you all. Today, Kammatthana or meditation, it might not important for you. For some monk or novice, I mean for some monk and novice, meditation or Kammatthana is unnecessary for some monk or novice because you never got yourself into the problem. You never suffer. So one day, when you suffer, you will come to realize that I will try best. I will go somewhere to practice deeply. No one control you. You will know yourself. It's the first one. It's about my life. The second one is about our life. Vipassana or insight meditation or mindfulness change our life. When we all be here, one thing I would like to tell you that mindfulness change our life. Why I have to say like that? This from my experiences. Of course, from many researchers. When they research, especially from European country, there are too many research. They have a result, the benefit of mindfulness. And To me as well, I can tell you, meditation changed our life. There are two things that meditation change our life. The first one, physical body or rupa. The second one, nama or citta. Meditation change body and mind. See, when you practice meditation, when you be mindful, your body, your physical body change all the time. You breathe very smooth, very calm. You're rising and falling, very calm, smooth, peaceful. Your skin, your face, your eye, everything change. You can observe yourself. You know what happened about your body. To me, I don't want to tell you, but I think you know exactly what you mean. What I mean, when you practice 1 hour, 2 hours, 2 days, 4, 5, 10, when we practice in the morning, you can touch what happened in your body. You can see soil, water, fire, air inside your body. Very smooth, very calm, very peaceful. That is our body. Change all the time when you practice meditation. When you breathe in and breathe out. And meditation change our mind. Once again, meditation can change your brain. When we change our mind, we can change our brain. Our brain will change all the time, especially this area. When you practice meditation, your brain will change. You have a good remember, you have a good brain. When you are a student, for those who never pay attention, he never get grade A. But when you go back again, there are too many research explain like that. For you as student, everything is good for you. That is change you as student. Change your mind. See our mind, what happened. Your mind is very calm, right? There are 3 things I explained to you already. Your mind will change as well. The first one we call parisutto. The second one susamahito. The last one kammaniyo. Your mind, all the time, you try to purify your mind. Your mind will pure, calm. Your mind will free from delusion, kilesa, raga, dosa, moha. You see, look inside your mind now. Very bright, very smart. because your mind parisutto, your mind is very pure, free from kilesa. Your mind very strong now. See what happened when you first came here and you first start practice meditation. You hear voice around there. They cook food for you. They chat with each other, blah, 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 blah. You might think that, what happened? What's wrong with that? Why you talk together loudly? Sometimes is a car walk, a car run behind you. That's why I have to protect the car. Don't come to this way. Now we try to cultivate mindfulness. But car will come all the time, go and come all the time, interfere your mind. Because your mind is not strong enough, I let them prevent, don't come to this way. But now what happened? Let them talk together. Talk, please. Let you come. Drive a car. So far you got angry. When somebody walks around you, they talk together. But now you're happy. You can observe your mind. You know how to deal with all objects. There are two kinds of objects, outer object and inner object. Now, you're strong enough. You know the way how to deal with your emotion. Anger, sound, and everything around you. This is the result of vipassana. Vipassana let you observe kaya, vedana, chit, dhamma all the time. Your mind is strong enough to observe whatever happened. How many objects open, outer object, inside object. You can observe easily and understand everything as they are. Just let it go. Observe, let it go. Let it be. When you observe rising and falling, when you see dukkha vedana, so far you got angry when you feel painful. You got angry. You got angry dukkha vedana, then you got angry master. You're crazy why sitting meditation for 1 hour, 2 hours. You're crazy? Wake up 3:30. But now, you know how to deal with that. How to deal with your emotion. You know how to deal with dukkha vedana, feel painful. Now, you see dukkha vedana, let's see. You see dukkha vedana, let it be. Let it go. Let it happen. But your mind still be happy. Vedana strong, dukkha vedana strong, but your mind feel happy. That is the power of vipassana. Vipassana change your life. Vipassana change your mind. Your mind pure, calm, peaceful. Your mind strong like the mountain. Your mind strong like the mountain. Your mind peaceful like a forest. That's why I said vipassana change your life. And the last one. The last point, I would like to share my experience with you all. come to learn, live to serve. You remember? When we organize student orientation, new student orientations on September, I wrote the letter, come to learn, live to serve. We all come here to learn. How many things we learn from here? There are two kinds of education. There are two kinds of education. Outer education and inner education. When we study at our university, we learn outer education. Pariyatti is outer education. You learn from Tipitaka, you learn from your lecturer, you learn from Facebook, Google, and many scripture. That is outer education. Learn and analyze, describe, debate. Outer education, you will get outer degree. Now we learn inner education. We come here to learn inner education. When we learn inner education, we learn from body and mind, or we call five aggregate or five khandha, nama and rupa. Inner education, we learn from our mind and body. That's it. Outer education, you learn from scripture, your lecturer, academic books. Inner education, learn from body and mind. Then you will get inner degree. That's why the Buddha talk about palinya. There are two kinds of palinya as well, outer palinya and inner palinya. When you learn inner education, you will get inner palinya. We call Nyata palinya, Tirana palinya, and Pahana palinya. Nyata palinya will be BA. Tirana palinya will be MA. Pahana palinya will be PhD. We come here to learn inner education in order to get inner palinya. Nyata palinya mean observe mind and body. Tirana palinya mean observe mind and body. Pahana palinya mean try to overcome delusion or unwholesome. Come to learn. The first one, learning to know. Learning to know. Now you're learning to know Buddha teaching. The second one, knowing to practice. When we know, not just learn pariyatti, we have to bring pariyatti to practice. That's why we call learning to practice. The third one, practice to understand. Why we have to practice? Because we would like to have right understanding. That is the first of eightfold part of Majjhima Patipada. Practice to understand, because the Buddha tried best to practice and practice. Eventually, he have right understanding. The door to bring him to understand eightfold part. สัมมาทิฏฐิสัมมาสังกัปปะสัมมาวาจาสัมมากัมมันตะสัมมาอาชีวะสัมมาวายามะสัมมาสติ and สัมมาสมาธิ everything come from right understanding. Practice to understand. And the last one, understanding to be. When we understand, we all will be enlightened one. Enlightened one, that is our goal. But the goal is not at the end when you walk. When you follow Majjhima Patipada, when you practice eightfold part, the goal or nirvana will occur every minute. Every time when you observe, every time when you have mindfulness, every time you will have nirvana. Every time when you have concentration, every time you achieve nirvana. Small nirvana, small nirvana. At the end, at the whole one. You understand nirvana in the whole picture. But nirvana is not the end of the walkway. Nirvana occurs every minute when you have mindfulness, concentration. Live to serve. We come to learn, then we will live to serve. You all come here to learn. One day, I do hope that you might be like a Guru Patama Sambhava, like a Bodhidhamma, Master Suyen Chang, หลวงปู่ทองหลวงปู่มั่นหลวงปู่พุทธทาสหลวงปู่ชาหลวงปู่ติดนัดหัน Now you are so young. When you try to practice, when you try to understand the real Dhamma, who knows? One day you might be famous master. One day you might go back to your country to be important master, like Siyadoji Patanta Virosana. Who knows? When you come here, it's the way we try to practice, it's the way we try to learn. That's why we come here as students. We come here as practitioners. We have to learn many tools. There are many tools that we have to learn as students. Please compare the two. The Buddha talk about Panasati. The Buddha talk about Mahasatipatthana. The Buddha talk about Thatu Kammatthana. You learn everything from many masters. But one day when you're strong enough, one day you know more. One day you understand more. One day you get inner education, inner palinya. Your relative many people in your country, we have a chance to welcome you all go back to your country, to give them inspiration, hope, and motivation. I wish you all was trained strongly, properly, and more effectively. You all will be strong enough to be students. And one day when you finish from our university, it's time to go back to serve many people in your society, community, and people around the world. When I was studying in Oxford, there are too many students, there are too many lecturers. Ask me, please, Venerable, would you please teach me meditation? I told them that one way to let me teach you meditation more effectively, you have to teach me English language. You have to train me to speak English language strongly and fluently. Then one day I will come back to teach you meditation. They're all waiting for you. They all would like you all to teach meditation. They all would like you to motivate them all. Please come to learn and live to serve many people. As the Buddha said that, Teratha Bhikkhave Charikang, Puchana Hitaya Puchana Sukhaya, Lokanukampaya. Oh Bhikkhu, when you all try best to study and achieve enlightened one, it's time to go back to serve other people, to bring true happiness and motivate them all. What about you? Friends in the Dhamma, my brother, sister, please be reminded the reason why we have to bring you all to come to practice meditation here, the reason why we all have to train you strongly, more effectively and properly. One day you have to be master. One day you have to be a lecturer. Right pariyatti, right patipatti, and right pativeda. When you would be able to learn properly, you all will practice properly. It's time to bring you achieve true happiness properly as well. And to me, on behalf of administrator, vice rector, vice director, staff, and people who live around Kamson Center, would like to thank you all again. You all who try best to follow footprints of the Buddha. You all who try best to see the real Buddha. You all who try best to dedicate your life, to dedicate merit and goodness to many people who live here in Thailand and surround the world. To me, nothing to give you. Nothing to say thank you to me. Nothing to give me. But if you would like something to give me, if you want to give me something, would you please try best to back to your village try best to back to your father and mother. Bring your father and mother to practice meditation. I brought my mother to practice meditation in Myanmar. Now my father become a monk. My mother dedicated her land to develop meditation center at my village. I, together with my mother, father, and my villager, we all will try best to practice meditation inside meditation center that we try best to establish. What about you all? What about you? What about your father, mother? The Buddha, before his father passed away, he went to give Dhamma talk and bring him to achieve enlightenment. He went to Dawadungsa, give Dhamma talk to his mother. What's about you? When you understand the real Buddha teaching, please try to inspire many people. And thank you very much, my brother, my sister, friends in the Dhamma. When we are here, we are practitioners. When we go back to our college, I'm director. I'm waiting for you all the time. I'm very happy to work with you. I'm very happy to bring you all to follow footprint of the Buddha. IBSC is the land to bring you to achieve enlightenment. We all together, we try best to do that. Once again, thank you for everything. Thank you very much.